And that's how your butt gets put on the internet. Maka-leka-hi-maka-hi-ni-ho. Dude, but the screaming dog, the pug, I couldn't. Oh my God. We just have 2 more nails left to go, pug. We have 2.5 left to go. Because the other ones are the bones that make her fart, and nobody wants that. Hello, I want to be on there. Okay. Hey there, booze buddies. Welcome to Paranormal Spirits, where we share a drink, we tell you a spooky story, and then we rip it apart because booze always shows the truth. Hey there, Caitlin. Hey there, Lynn. How you doing, bud? Yeah. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the Kickendale family and their weird stalker. So in 2007, year of the brand new iPhone, that's when the iPhone first came out, 16-year-old Courtney Kickendall started getting random text messages from a bunch of her friends asking her why she was sending them such rude, inappropriate texts. And Courtney had sent no such texts. We've all been there. Drunk texts. No, I mean like herbal Viagra. I was sending those to everybody for a while, I guess. Oh, you were? Oh, wait, you froze. Are you back? Oh, wall sack. You're super frozen. Hell. So Courtney didn't send those texts, so she just kind of like brushed it off like any 16-year-old child would do, because why would you pay attention to your friends telling you just texted them inappropriate things? Right. So not long after that, Courtney, along with all of her friends and family, started getting random messages and phone calls from somebody who they dubbed restricted, because that's what would come up when the phone call would happen. Are you frozen? Are you faking? Nope. Okay. You're back. Hey there. I'm just going to take my phone off of Wi-Fi. I don't know why, but that makes me feel like it's doing something because it's using up some Wi-Fi stuff. So now my computer can have more Wi-Fi stuff. Computers want to with Lynn. I don't know how any of that stuff works. So I still don't know what's the router and what's the modem. So, well, the router's for Wi-Fi, right? And then the modem is just the box that's split off the internet type thingies. We're smart.
Are you having trouble with your dial-up modem?
I just can't seem to send this email.
Do computers frustrate you?
What are you? Are you a router? Are you a modem?
We have the course for you, Computers 101 with Lynn. Ding. Here's a testimonial from one of our former students.
When I first started Computers 101 with Lynn, I didn't even know what a computer was. And now I know all about keyboards and mouse, and I maybe even know what a router is. I think that's where the internet lives. Thanks, Lynn.
So pick up that landline and dial 1-800-COMPUTERS.
I took the class and I know how to do all things computers now.
So if you too want to know what a computer is, give us a call today.
So as soon as restricted began their calls, they were threatening to kill, rape, or harm the family. And they were also threatening to hurt their dogs or animals in general. Mm-hmm. And they had a lot of facts about the schools that they went to and the people that they knew. They knew a lot of personal facts. And then the messages started to come around the clock. So they started to happen all day, all night, phone calls, all of this kind of crazy. Oh my God. The family tried switching phones. They tried changing numbers. They tried getting new accounts. They tried doing everything that they possibly could, and nothing stopped the calls. They were getting them on their landline too. So it wasn't even, because 2007, people still had landlines. That's insane. Could they not block them because they were restricted? How can you block something that you don't know where it's coming from? They tried calling the police to report the issue, and in the middle of the conversation with the police, all their phones turned on and started calling each other.
What?
Yeah. What? Wow, this person took my computer class. They know all the tricks. Yes, they graduated from Computers 101 with Lynn. They knew what a router was. So then they started to trace the calls, and all the calls were being traced back to Courtney's phone, who was where the original text went out to her friends. But they found that Courtney's phone was somehow able to make calls and send texts even if it was off. So this person was able to hack Courtney's phone and then pretend like it was Courtney making all these clever. They actually took Computers 102 with Lynn. I'm signing up for this course. I have to burp. It's coming. Okay, so they went back to the police a different time. And when they got back from their second time with the police, there was a voicemail on their house that was a fully recorded conversation, which was the same conversation that they just had with the police.
Oh, stop.
I will not stop. Obviously, the family thought that it was Courtney, so they took her phone. And even after they took her phone, the phone calls and the harassment still continued. So they decided that it wasn't Courtney anymore. Can you imagine? How old is Courtney? Like 16, 17, 15, 16? 16. Can you imagine her? I'd be like, it is not me. Okay. Like, how many times did I tell you? It's not John. You're the worst. So now the family started to realize that Restricted could see and hear what they were doing. They installed a new security system with a new keypad, and it texted them and told them that it knew what the passcode was. I was going to say, no, they need to go old school. No computers. No computers. I know. Computers 104 with Lynn. How to protect yourself. No computers. From computers, exactly. Get rid of the computer. Get rid of the computers. That's how we end the course. Really. Like all of the courses. Just get rid of them. They're not helpful. Get rid of them. I can't imagine. I can't even be like, you get a new security system and you feel so good. It's like a warm blanket. And then somebody just rips it off of you and they're like, I know you're cold. I know. All of this is horrifying. It's horrifying. They also would get messages that would make comments of their clothing or what they were doing. Oh, now they're the fashion police? Yeah, right? Like, on top of everything. Listen, text message from Restricted. Are you really going to wear that today? Yeah. Rethink that belt. A little hippie in those jeans. Time to size up, Betty. Betty. One time, one of the victims was cutting limes. They were in the kitchen cutting limes, and they got a text message that simply said, I prefer lemons. That one gave me goosebumps. I don't like it. Yes. I don't like it. And then one night, they're like hanging around the house and an unknown person banged on the side of the house and then ran away. So all they could see was somebody like peacing out in the distance, right? So obviously somebody's out and creeping around and watching them, which freaks me out even more. Right? Gross. They tried everything. They tried taping off the cameras on their phones. They tried removing batteries. They tried shutting everything off. They tried not using it. And nothing stopped the harassment. And then the cops were even baffled. Even the cops were like, we don't know. We can't help you. We don't know. It's 2007. Oh my God. The cops should have taken. Do I need to say it again? Yes. Computing 104 with Lynn. That's no more computers. That's the class. There you go. The cops would have had the answer. They would have had the answer. Are you having problems with your computer? Do you wish you could hack into your neighbor's house? Call Lynn at 1-800. Yeah. So eventually the harassment just kind of started to taper off after a while. So the person just got bored. Yeah. And nobody ever figured out what it was or who it was or what. That's crazy. What if it was the family dog? He's like, watch this one. And then behind him on the wall are all his certificates from computer 1, 2, 3, and 4 with Lynn. Yes. Dog. Yeah, dog. There are theories. There's 3 theories of what it could have been. Okay. The Courtney theory, right, where it was her, but she, in interviews and all of that stuff, was like, why would I do that to my family and my friends and the people I love? Why would I do that to them? That makes no sense. Right. So, kind of ruled out. The second was, obviously, it was a virus or a hack or somebody, like, hacked into all their shit, which, okay. And the third, which is the worst one, is that this person was literally just creeping outside of their house and really, like, doing the thing. Then you get all your information from creeping. You gotta take creeping with Caitlin 101. It would be funnier if it was like more uplifting messages, right? Where it's like, you look really great in that today, Lynn.
Yeah.
Like, get a text from a random person, you're like, thanks, restricted. Oh, I ain't heard of this. Sends you like great recipes. It's like, maybe you should cook that sausage like this. Here's my grandmother's recipe. And just give it. It would be completely different. You're looking thin. You need to eat more. Yeah, right? And you're like, okay, maybe I will have this pasta. Thanks. They know. They just get me. My best friend. Restricted. That's all I got. Wow, that's crazy. So they never found out who was responsible. No. Still going with the dog theory. That's what I'm thinking. The dog. I agree. Family dog. Opposable. The only dog with opposable thumbs. Right. It's the most plausible reason. Plausible reason? Possible. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm writing this one. Okay, so that's the crappy story of the Kickendale family and Restricted and their weird phone stalker. If you like what you saw, feel free to hack into our phones and computers and send us a nice message about them. But also, while you're doing it, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and tell all your friends about it, because why the hell not? If you don't like what you saw, get out of my window. Stop looking, you weirdo. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for more drunken adventures with Computers 101 with Lynn. Nope. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for more drunken adventures with two computer literate old whores. Bye.